Welcome to Korean Cinema Channel. Today I would like to send you the following news. The internet exploded at midnight, the kind of collective gasp you could almost hear through every screen across the country. No warning, no trailer, no countdown, and yet Wenbo x's Hae-in's sweet, electrifying kiss scene from after the divorce. She was pregnant with the Empire president's child dropped like a bomb, instantly igniting every trending list within minutes. Comments flooded in faster than servers could handle. What kind of oxygen-stealing chemistry is this? Who gave them permission to be this hot? My heart wasn't ready, because the truth was undeniable. Their kiss wasn't just acting. It was a storm. The scene opened with a tension so thick the audience felt pinned to their seats. Wenbo's shadow cast against the wall like a silent predator closing in. Yiying stood opposite him, trembling just enough to betray the war between desire and fear blazing behind her eyes. Their breath mingled. Their fingers brushed. Sparks lit up the entire frame. And then, without hesitation, he cupped her jaw, leaned in, and the world stopped. It wasn't the typical glossy drama kiss. It was raw, hungry, messy, desperate, the kind of kiss delivered by a man who had almost lost everything and a woman who no longer trusted her own heart. Viewers replayed the scene over and over, dissecting every angle, every sharp inhale, every split second of eye contact. Even professionals in the industry admitted, this is the best on-screen chemistry the short drama world has produced this year. And yet, behind this single kiss lies a story far darker, far more emotional than audiences expected in the drama. Their divorce was supposed to mark the end. She walked away from the Empire's most feared CEO with nothing but a suitcase and the remnants of a shattering heartbreak. He watched her leave with a cold face and a bleeding soul. No one knew she was carrying his child. No one knew he had been searching for a reason to hold on. Now fate drags them back together, but not gently, violently, painfully, and with consequences neither can escape. The moment the truth of her pregnancy surfaces, everything collapses. Love becomes a battlefield, tenderness becomes danger, and hatred becomes a shield both are too afraid to lower. The drama wastes no time twisting the knife, missed calls, wrong timings, suppressed confessions, stolen glances that hurt more than they heal. Each episode feels like stepping into a hurricane, intoxicating, devastating, and impossible to look away from. Fans are calling it the most addicting pain-sweet romance of the year. The kind of show where you swear you'll stop after one episode, but suddenly it's 3 a.m. and your heart is racing, your eyes are burning, and you're whispering, just one more. I need to see them heal, because beneath the wounds and misunderstandings, one truth pushes the narrative forward. They never stop loving each other, and that's exactly why every scene feels so alive. Wenbo's performance as the cold, ruthless Empire president cracking open piece by piece is a masterclass in controlled emotional destruction. Hae-in's portrayal of a woman torn between survival and longing hits with the precision of a dagger wrapped in silk. Together, their chemistry is not merely believable, it is dangerous. With every kiss that burns, every argument that cuts, every soft moment that slips through the cracks, the audience falls deeper into their spiral of heartbreak and redemption. And just when you think you've seen everything, when your heart has finally adjusted to the emotional roller coaster, the drama delivers a twist so shocking, so breathtaking, that it leaves you clinging to the edge of your seat, begging for more, because this is the kind of love story that destroys you first, and saves you later. Here is a 500-word continuation in English, based exactly on your provided paragraph, expanding it smoothly, emotionally, and cinematically. The car kiss misunderstanding became the sweetest disaster of the night. Yiying closed her eyes, heart pounding wildly, waiting for the man's lips to slowly descend toward hers. She could practically feel his breath, warm and teasing, hovering just inches from her skin. Her fingers curled nervously at her side. Her pulse raced. This was it, the moment. But instead of the anticipated soft collision of lips, a crisp click broke the tension. Cold Juxiao's long, elegant fingers reached across her and fastened her seatbelt with infuriating composure. Yiying's eyes snapped open in disbelief. The heat on her face turned instantly into outrage. She puffed out her cheeks like an angry little pufferfish and turned sharply toward the window, refusing to even look at him. The audacity. She had prepared her heart, no, her soul, for a kiss, and he buckled her seatbelt. Cold Juxiao watched her silent tantrum, the corner of his mouth fighting a losing battle against a laugh. To him, she looked like the cutest storm he had ever created. Half annoyed, half amused, he reached into the back seat and pulled out the bouquet he had carefully chosen earlier. Fresh, dewy roses, crimson and fragrant. He held them out to her gently. Yiying hesitated at first, still pretending to be mad, But the moment the roses reached her hands, the intoxicating fragrance washed over her like a warm tide. Her anger melted at record speed. The pout disappeared. Her lips curved upward, slowly, then fully, radiant, irresistible. She said, smiling with her eyes, I like it. Very much. That was all it took. One bouquet of roses, and the embarrassing, sweet, almost kiss misunderstanding between Wang Wenbo and Hae-in. After the divorce, she was pregnant with the Empire President's child, transformed into one of the most talked about moments of the entire drama. The scene became a symbol of everything viewers adored about the pair: the tension, the miscommunication, the sweetness, the silent affection that neither dared to voice too soon inside the show. It marked the beginning of their emotional thaw. Cold Juxio, normally icy, distant, almost ruthless, let vulnerability peek through in the form of soft gestures, careful thought, and quiet tenderness. And Lin Yuan, hurt, cautious, and carrying a secret that could shatter both of them, found herself slowly, unwillingly falling again outside the show. Fans replayed the moment endlessly. They laughed at Lin Yuan's adorable frustration. They swooned at Cold Juxio's composure. They screamed in the comments, kiss her already, and then they melted when the roses appeared, because it wasn't just a prop. It was a promise that no matter how twisted their fate became, no matter how many wounds and secrets lay between them, there would always be space for tenderness, small, fragile moments where love dared to breathe. In this car kiss mishap, innocent yet charged, delicate yet bursting with unspoken desire, became the first unforgettable step toward a love that was destined to break them, rebuild them, and bind them forever. Thank you for watching my channel. See you in the next videos. Thanks.